get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Noles moving quickly to the line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better.
Maybe a crease. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Running inside. It's Gilliam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. In the red area, it's Gilliam. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking for space. It's Gilliam. And they're able to get him down.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the UCLA Bruins offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Led his team to a win, throwing 4 touchdown passes the last time out. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Wants to fire on second down. The sure hands, it's Bohannon. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. He'll have enough for the first down after making that grab, but we do have a player who has not yet returned to his feet. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bohannon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wiggins. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Just keep slinging it. Got his man.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's on target and complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. A first down run in the red zone. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bruins! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The run inside. It's Gilliam. And he's knocked down. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. And the Noles will bring the punt team onto the field. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a set. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Looks as if there is a Seminole still down on the field. That is their sophomore defensive tackle. They're very high on his future. Howie Rowe will get us up to date on how he's doing. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Soft spot in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. And the Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Pull down for the tackle. So now it's second and long. Quick release on the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Shotgun snap on third down. Finds his man. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. In the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could
be an alley. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the Dome. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Bruins will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gilliam. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Grabs it inside the 15. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown Seminoles.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I'm about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simon. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Makes the quick grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Wiggins. And the defense drags him down. The Bruins want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but What a play to get the football back. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Off the play fake on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The option look. He'll toss it. Here's a little room there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here. The result of the play stands. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Running inside. It's Gilliam. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on first down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. They're on the left hash. He'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. He splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Pocket breaking down. And they got it. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We start with a look at Ohio State going up against the Alabama Crimson Tide. And it's the Buckeyes trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season. Game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found. He stopped at UCLA will go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take...
There he goes! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Bunch formation for these receivers. The play action fake. Finds his man. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. They got him. Great pressure on this defense. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The run inside. It's Gilliam. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Seminoles will send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Let's see what he can do with it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote,
turning it on! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now on the option. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt will go into the end zone, and the ball comes out to the 20 on the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gilliam. Finding some room. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Red pass, it's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. And it's a sack.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
The Noles will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Bruins will hustle to the line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see.
And the defense gets home and already 7 yards. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Bruins send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Trying to make magic. Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47. And the Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
They'll run the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Got it, looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Noles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Keeps it on first down. There's some room. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Swings it out to the flat. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Running inside. It's Gilliam. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll make it a two-score game at 16-7.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Wiggins. Smashes ahead. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive, not reckless, but aggressive, and make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
Oh, look, Ma, one hand. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zips it out to his man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move.
For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him out. Yard line. Interception has set up great field position. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. The run inside. It's Gilliam. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. The kick is on its way. And that one will find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off-play action on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Bohannon. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the wide receiver. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab down the middle. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The officials stop play as they come out to tend to this injured Bruin. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gilliam. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. He's got it again. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Tight end now in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly on the move. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And that interception might well be the nail. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Pulls it and runs it again. Quick step and go. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Keeps it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They'll move the tight end. Rides to back and leaves it. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights right down the middle, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. back to pass. Right on target this time.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there using his eye.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. On fourth down, they'll throw for it.
And what a great play right there by the pass rush, affecting the QB's rhythm, David. He didn't have a chance to throw that on time. They forced him to scramble. Everything broke down. He tried to go get it himself, but you saw the speed catch up to him, bring him to the ground, and the defense, they win it for their team.
Just great job taking away the initial read, right? Like he wanted to throw the football. Great initial coverage. Then it breaks down a little bit, and now you got to chase. You got to play that second play. They do it masterfully. In a big moment, man, they chase him down, they get to the QB, and they call game and walk out of here with the W.
That was hardly a performance worthy of a #1 team in the country, and now they have to look themselves in the mirror and see if they can get this thing right.
Yeah, they got hammered. Like this was not competitive. This was a bad performance, and the committee watches every single week. And being the #1 team in the country, obviously you got some pressure on you, but this squad's got to perform better. They got to show up, man. This was an embarrassing loss, and Jesse, they're going to have to get some things fixed if they want to go try to compete for the ultimate prize.
I think the problem, if you're the head coach of this former #1 team, is that you've got a lot of problems to solve. What went wrong? Because they never even showed up. They didn't even look motivated in this